another video, and today we're gonna be talking about injuries. And by we, I'm with my friend Jody, also known as CAUSUL GT. We're doing a collab, and we're gonna be talking about our injuries. We know each other in real life. You could say whatever you want, Jody. We can talk at the same time.
So the last two videos we've been trying to do this. The mic wasn't working the first time, and the second one, the mic was just having seizures.
Yeah, so we've been trying to film this video for a while, but we've had problems, and now I figured it out with the help of my father. So,
yes,
let's get on to the video now. Alright, Jody, you want to say the first injuries?
Yes. Okay, so my first injury was So I was, I think, no, two. I was two, wandering around, and I was two wandering around. I was still having troubles to walk because, right when I started trying to walk, I was in the late ones. Okay, so I wasn't.
So what Jody means is that he was almost
two.
Yeah, he was about 2 when he started walking. He was still 1, but he was almost 2.
Yeah, and now I was 2, and babies can kind of not walk well, so I tripped and then bumped on my head, a big bruise, and I went wah. Okay, I went when my mom heard me, and then that's it.
Alright, that was a pretty good story. Now, so I forgot to mention this in the intro, but we're going to be going from our least bad injuries to our most bad injuries.
What he means by least bad injuries, that means he's talking from the injuries that didn't really hurt and no ER trip to an literal hospital trip.
Alright, so let's think. Well, this is actually a million injuries. So when I was 1.5, I was still learning to walk, and I got a big fat head from my dad. I have a really big head, big brain, and big forehead. Anyway, so
Bro was Mega Mind when he was little.
So yeah, I was walking around, and my head was so big that I couldn't even control it. My head would be wobbling around while I walked, and so I just went bonk, 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 bonk at every wall. And when my grandparents looked at me, they were like, "Is he okay?" And my
Even
parents
Mega Mind's gonna be confused.
And my parents were like, "Oh yeah, he just bonks his head so much." It was funny. And I got so many bruises. I just had 1,000 bruises on my head. So
me turn. Okay, so walking around, just being a 5-year-old like I am, and all of a sudden, no, I wasn't 5. I was 7.
It doesn't matter, Jody.
I was 7. I was casually well, that's one of the worst injuries, but I was 6. I was 6 and casually walking around on the road because I'm trying to find something that I lost yesterday, and then there's rocks on the road. I see rocks, but I don't care because I know that I've been on the road more than 10 million times. I've been jaywalking. But nobody knows. Please don't arrest me. Okay, so I didn't see a rock. It was not that huge, but very pointy.
Ooh.
And so I stepped on it. I didn't see it, so I stepped on it, and it punctured a tiny hole in my hoof.
Your foot, not a hoof. Are you a horse?
No, my dad. This part, that part right there.
Oh, your heel.
My heel, my bad. I call it the hoof. My heel, and and my heel, and it was bleeding, and I had to have a bandage, and then my mom put this weird substance that heals something under the bandage, and then she put it right there, and it healed.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, I got another one. See, I forgot to tell this story in a couple of my other videos that were failed, but so I go to this summer camp. It's called Hidden Falls Ranch. It's like down in Texas, and you don't have to tell them. Anyway, so
dude, they don't know Oklahoma's pretty big. It's like 4 million people.
They don't have to know that though, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I was, and so we do little hiking trips. Like, so one time we were going down to this place called Fern Falls. It's just like a bunch of ferns. And so we walked down there, and it's really muddy there because the ferns are like it's like a waterfall kind of, like a waterfall, but the plants are providing the water. So yeah, it's really muddy over there all the time. It doesn't matter even if it's like the dry season. It's always muddy. And so I was like walking on a log because like there's like this big log you can go over to like the area where the ferns are, and that log is also covered in mud. So I slipped. I'm covered in mud. My leg's bleeding, and thankfully my counselors, aka my babysitters, because basically the whole place is run by teenagers. Like, all your counselors are like teenagers.
Yes.
And so
Actually,
my counselors were the goats, and they were prepared for this. So one of them just handed a bag of Clorox wipes they pulled out of their backpack to another counselor, and he gave me some, and I wiped the mud off me. And then we walked back up to the nurse, and I got my Band-Aid on my leg. And I actually still have a scar. Like, I cut my leg pretty badly. Like, there's like, it kind of looks like I was attacked by a bear, like a small bear. But I'm trying to find it. Oh, I see it, like down here. So it was like down near my ankle, kind of, like a little to the left on my ankle. So yeah, it was, yeah. All right, Jody, your turn.
Oh. So the other injury that I had was when I was walking on the road again.
Again?
I don't know why. Almost all of these are road injuries from me.
Bro got ran over by a car.
no, that never happened. I got hit by one. No, I just ran into one. Okay, so as you're walking on the road again, trips, lands on my knee, rock right there.
Ooh.
Stabbed into my knee again.
Cut his knee with the rock. Sounds familiar.
Okay, and that.
We'll get to that story later
Bandage.
on why it's familiar.
That weird substance that my mom gave me last time. Bandage. That weird substance that my mom puts on the bandage.
Just call it healing thing.
Healing substance thing. Puts on the bandage. 10 to 15 days later, all fine.
Okay. I don't really have very many good injuries. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm gonna move on. This one still isn't ER, but it's worse. So, I was in 2nd grade, and it was the last day of 2nd grade. Like, I'd literally just gotten out of school, and the summer season started. Yeah! The summer season is the best season, because you're out of school. And so,
but the nerds say,
actually, school is better because it's stupid. I need to stop. I need to rethink my life choices. Anyway, so my brother was outside when he wasn't supposed to. Like, my dad didn't want him outside for something.
At that time.
Yeah, my dad, and so he told me to go get him. So I went outside without shoes. Without shoes, I was barefoot. So I went outside, got my brother in, and I stepped in a weird corner, and I stepped on an old rusty spike, like an old rusty part of a hoe, I think. It was like an old rusty part of a hoe. Like it was a spike kind of. I don't even know what it was called, but I'm just gonna call it a hoe because it resembled a hoe. It was like a square with a spike in the middle of it. I don't know. And so it was rusty, and I stepped on it, and I ran aside, and I was like, "Ow! I kind of hurt my foot." My dad told me to go to the bathroom, put some get my foot in the bathtub, and put some warm water on it. So I did, and he came in there, with some paper towels and a roll of duct tape.
Dad's choice.
And I got my foot out of the water. He put the paper towel over my foot, wrapped the duct tape around my foot, and he called it a day. He called it a day. So I was like, yay. And I had my grandparents coming over that day, and I thought they were gonna take one look at my foot and be like, "You're going to the ER." And I was afraid of that. I didn't want to go to the hospital. So I put a sock over that foot. I had the most swollen foot in the galaxy. And I was just limping like so badly because every time I stepped, my foot hurt. Thankfully it was summer and I didn't have to go to school with my foot having a hole in it. So yeah. And they realized I was limping. I was like, "Why are you limping, Baxter?" And I was like, I cut a hole in my foot. They were like, "Nice. Jody, you fell asleep. Get up." Your turn.
Okay, so I was at my friend's named Ellie. Okay, so we were like 15 miles in another little city. You know.
Yeah, you were in a little.
Yeah, we were in that city. We were in that town, and
You can say the town's name.
Okay, Keys. We were in Keys. That's the literal town's name.
Yeah. So we were in Keys. They were in Keys.
Well, I was in Keys.
Yeah. They
I was in Keys with my mom and my sister, well, she's not really my sister, but I do call her sister since.
She's like a sister.
Yeah, she like called me a little brother.
She's like a sister.
Yeah, she's like a sister, but she's not actually my sister. So with my sister, and I decided to go play outside with Ellie, and all of a sudden, the tree had little tiny, so you know like on the big part of the tree there's like these little pointy weird things out from old branches.
Oh yeah, those
I was running near a tree because we were like, what is it?
Playing like tag or something.
I don't know, wildlife I'm gonna say. And I ran near one because I was acting like I was chasing a deer, and it scraped, I actually just scraped myself. I scraped about that long of my arm.
He scratched it. He scratched his arm.
I just say scratched. Wait, did I say scratched?
You said scraped, but he scratched his arm.
Yeah, but I say scraped sometimes. My grammar is bad. I need better grammar. Okay, so I scraped my arm. It was about
an inch long, like 2 inches long.
About the size, like the half of the size of
Jody. Okay, yeah, it was like 2 inches long. All right, hold on, Jody. You need to talk to the viewers, not to me. You have to say like measurements, like estimate. All right.
Yeah, I am talking to the viewers.
But you can't show me because they can't see anything here. All they're seeing is the Minecraft video I put on.
No, I'm just doing this so I can remember more of the story. I'm just doing that.
All right, back to
Sorry, guys, we had a little funny argument. No, it's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
No. Okay, so back to video. Back to the video again. Okay, so
He scraped
back
his
to the
arm.
video again. Okay.
He scratched.
Back to the
Shut up!
Okay.
He scratched his arm. Okay.
I scratched my arm about, I don't know. But I'm just not gonna say it because I don't know. And guess what? It's like the last story that Baxter did. Paper towel, tape, wrap it around, tape right there, boom, done.
Yep.
That's it.
Alright, so I only have like 3 more stories because I don't have very many good stories.
Yeah.
So I hope Jody has 3 more stories left too because
No, I have
don't.
multiple.
Gosh dang it, I'm gonna have to think up of another one. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell one. So I just got out of the bath. And I was wet. My feetsies were wet, and I was running to my room because I don't know.
naked.
No, I had a towel around me. I
Okay.
just went into my room.
But you're
And I
still
slipped
walking
and I
there.
hit like this edge of the so our floor's wood, and then when you get into my room or any other room
It's
in the house,
carpet.
yeah, it's carpet. So like there's little edge of wood that's just pointy and like you can count yourself. So I tripped and slipped and
Cat yours.
So I landed on that little edge and my knee got cut, and it was cut open, but it wasn't like bad enough I needed to go to hospital. So I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna you know what? I'm just gonna go back into the bathtub and not deal with this. So I went back in the bathtub until the bleeding stopped, because that's what I think. I think water solves bleeding. Jody, stop correcting my grammar. You can't be talking. I can't.
Correcting my grammar so I can correct your grammar.
Fine. Anyway, so yeah. And I put a band-aid over it and it was fine. Jody story.
Okay. So, okay. Are we getting to the serious injuries now?
Alright. You have like 3 left, 2 left?
Yeah. Well, wait, let me think.
We're having some technical difficulty.
Okay, wait, we might need to get with.
You have how many left? Say it to the audience.
I have 3 left, guys.
Okay, he has 3 left. Good.
Okay, so wait, how much you have? 2?
3.
3. Okay.
Say it to the audience.
Okay, so my bad. Okay, so you know, I'm walking around in my house barefoot
Of course.
because of course I'm at home, and guess what it is? Saturday, and I used to have this toy thing where like it was like okay, you can't. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I had like this toy thing where like you have it's like so you guys know those like board games where like if you run out of time all the pieces pop up. I had one of those games, and like there was like these holes that will match the shapes, and it had like this thing where you can hold the shape easier.
Oh, Operation?
No, not really. No, it's not Operation. You had this like. Okay, let's just keep on going. One was laying on the floor because earlier I was playing it by myself. I don't know why. And I stepped on it, and on the like holder thing. I stepped on the holder thing, and it punctured a hole in my heel.
So dang, you got a hole in your heel? That's a lot like my story.
Heel.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
heel.
right there again. And
Dang.
same spot. And then like I could just see it was like, so you know those like little tiny M&Ms you find at stores? Like it's like
tiny M&M. Oh yeah, those.
yeah, those like weird little lab thingies where you can like have little M&Ms and like one
Yeah, those
tube.
those little tubes
And
of
like
M&Ms.
yeah, and it was like the lid. It was like it okay, so here was it like the M&Ms, morally the skin morally
Eminem.
the M&Ms.
Eminem.
Rap God. I'm gonna kill you. Okay, so the NMM
And the Eminem.
and the NMM
And the Eminem.
and the ma'am.
M&M's.
Okay, so
The
can I just say the candy?
Yes.
Okay, so the candy looked like, instead of being the candy, it morally looked like
A monkey.
blood. Oh, and the lid was a fresh piece of skin holding on by a piece of tiny centimeter of skin.
Oh, so basically you punctured a hole
In
in your heel by stepping on an M&M thing. And
no, by that little holder thing on the
okay,
toy.
so why
Like the what is it?
the lid?
No.
What?
What do you say?
The heel?
The wound. The wound looked like one. The wound looked like one.
The wound looked like
That wound.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay,
wound
I get
looked
what
like
you're
one
saying.
of those.
So the wound looked like
Yeah.
the top of the lid to a mini
That weird
tube of
candy
M&Ms.
thing. Yeah. And and I was like crying so bad, and this is a hospital trip. We went to the hospital. I went to the hospital to the ER. And I got a bandage,
A bandage, yeah.
like a cast. My bad. I'm not a bandage. Like, since it started raining, I just got like very scared because I'm like, okay, so like a cast that was about the size of my, of course, heel. But like it had to be wrapped around, like right here.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it.
Bro, don't throw my headphone.
Well, at least the microphone's close to you, you know?
Alright, anyway. We're getting to the juicy stories I have. Alright, so
What he means by juicy, he means by violent.
yeah, the very good stories. Because I have
Or the ones have you been waiting for.
yeah, the ones
Stories.
Yeah. So a couple of months ago, this happened this year, in 2024. So crap, my microphone. I was on a trip to Dumas to go like pick up something for my mom. I was with my dad and my little brother. So it was me, my dad, and my little brother. And we went to the Walmart to get some medicine from my mom. I don't remember what we got really. It was like a while ago, like in April, May, I don't know. And
Okay.
yeah.
Remember when you had a side ram with a truck? That blue Jeep. Fletcher went flying.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
My
tell the mic something.
My
real quick.
friend,
Can I tell
no. My friend was just thinking of a funny meme. Bruh. Okay, anyway.
Guys, I farted.
They don't need to know that.
I bet.
Anyway, okay. Let me spit. And so we went to the Walmart and we got these cool Ninja Turtle toys. I got the Donatello stick and my brother got the Leonardo sword. And so we were playing with them. Or well, we weren't playing with them. Mine was still in the packaging. My brother's was out of the packaging. I wanted to get mine out of the packaging. So I decided it would be a good idea to get the very sharp pocket knife out of the glove box and use it to cut the little plastic things around the box. So I did that. I successfully cut it out. But you know what I also cut? My hand. And so I ran into the Loves. We were parked at a gas station in the Loves. And so I ran into the Loves looking for my dad. I went into the bathroom and I bumped into somebody who's like, "You okay, little dude?" And I was like, "No, I cut my hand open." And I put some water on my hand from the sink.
All I imagine that
And
guy is like,
oh shoot. And so I got some paper towels, put that on. And you know what my first instinct was when I cut my hand open? Put it in my mouth. So my mouth was covered in blood. It looked like I just ate someone. And so it looked like I'd ate someone. I'm not even joking. And then he put it on my shirt, so my shirt was covered in blood. So it looked like I'd been involved in a murder. And so, yeah, I put some paper towels on my hand, and I found my dad in the car, and we went, and I was like, Dad, I cut my hand open, and it's like, we're going to the ER. And, like, we went to the ER. I got my hand stitched up. And when I'm probably gonna get demonetized for this. Please don't demonetize me, YouTube. But so he gave me a numbing shot, and when he pushed the medicine in, you know what happened? Blood squirted everywhere. Yeah, very gruesome. Anyway, so yeah, we got my hand stitched up. I got my toy, which I couldn't play with very well because I cut my hand open. And yeah. Alright, Jody's story. Jody, what are you doing?
I'm doing this.
Alright, it's my friend Jody's turn to say a story.
Okay, so how much stories am I at again? 2?
2.
Okay, well now I'm at 1.
He has dementia.
I forget my left and right, by the way. Even though I'm like way older than 5.
Okay, just say the story, please.
Okay, so second one. I was in gym last year, and
Oh, so he was in PE.
yeah, I was in PE or gym now. And we had this like big mat. Remember we used to go in like circles.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
there was this like big mat for gymnastics. We like to roll it up and go inside of it. Like we went in circles in the mat. It was fun.
And me and this other kid named Max. You remember Max?
Oh, Max was
Yeah.
a kid with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some problems. It's okay.
Yeah. Because me and Max decided to go in there with them. The mat fell over. Max was okay. He was just like on the edge. My hand was like up, like that. The heavy part of the mat fell in my hand. It was like my hand was bending back.
Yeah, so he had his
Nothing
hand
broke.
up
I never had anything broke in my life. Well, nothing broke
in his hand.
or my body. And
How is that a severe injury though? A bad injury?
because like it damaged a nerve in there. It damaged one of my nerves in there, and it was like I could barely move my hand like that.
Ooh, dang.
For a while, and I had to keep my hand like this or straight or like that
Dang.
sometimes.
Well.
And put a cast on it. I laid it on a pillow and I had to lay down because that was like the day where I hurt my arm. And what is it? There's like Aubrey, that girl. Well, one of our girls saw me immediately. She started helping me, and she took me to the nurse.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there was a girl that helped him get out the mat.
Her name
as
was
he was
Aubrey.
being crushed. Okay, whatever. Her name was
Yeah, and we got a cast. I went home, and then we went to the ER. We got a cast, and that's it.
Dang. Alright, well, this is my second to last
I
story.
have 2 more stories. My bad.
No,
I
you
forgot
have
about
one more story.
No, I have
Oh.
2 because I forgot about one.
Dang.
Mine died.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well. Okay, so there was a time when I was 9 and I like to ride bicycles. And I was riding my bicycle with my little brother and we were racing. And so there's one part of the road that has a lot of gravel. And I was going pretty fast. I was going like, I don't know, pretty fast. I don't know. And my bicycle slipped. And I landed on a rock.
Okay, this is the one that I like actually saw the
Yeah, he saw.
literal,
He saw the injury, and so
yes.
you saw my hand injury too. But anyway,
Yeah.
so
But this is the one where I
yeah.
got to see it up close.
So yeah, and I
I just hit my.
I thought I just scraped my knee really badly, so I went inside. I had to walk a little bit. I didn't feel like riding my bicycle.
Wait,
And
how far were you down the road?
I don't know, like a house away.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not
Yeah.
a bad walk.
I'll show you after this video's over, but so yeah, I walked home. I went inside, and when I got through the door, I could feel blood dripping down my leg. So I thought my scrape was bleeding. When we checked to see how bad it was scraped, we found out it was not scraped. It was cut wide open.
I was just gonna say that.
I couldn't see my bone or anything, but it was cut open, like
Yeah.
not even close. Bro, my hand was just a fraction of how bad my knee was cut open. And yeah, and so we rushed to the ER, and they gave me a bunch of numbing shots, and they gave me 10 stitches. Yippee!
Wait, is this your last one?
No. And so I got 10 stitches, and yeah, and I had to wear like this weird cast kind of thingy. It wasn't a cast and stuff, but yeah, I got to show my friends my cool new stitches. Yay. Jodys' turn.
Okay, so, jumping on the trampoline. Two cousins, one older and one younger. I'm not telling their names because I do not feel like to today. And, jumping, the older cousin wants to jump me high while the younger cousin got off the trampoline, so
Oh,
it
the
wouldn't
double
really-
bouncing, bro. The double bouncing is hurting. Bro,
No, not
the double
no.
bouncing is
Yeah.
just like it sends you to space, bro.
Yeah, but I was sitting down instead. And instead of going straight up, I went straight to the side.
Ooh, yeah. So he took a hard left while he was in the air.
No, because I was like sitting way closer, and like when you like jump, there's like what is it?
Yeah. So
A
basically,
little dome at the bottom near your shoes. No, not like a dome, like a half of a dome,
yeah, like a circle kind
like a
of thing.
cone.
Yeah. And so yeah, he got launched to the. He got.
I got
launched to the side.
I got launched to heaven, and then I went head first
into.
a piece of rock of concrete.
So he went head first into concrete,
And I was little.
and you have to stop whispering.
That's why I have. Wait. Well.
And that's why he has brain damage.
Yeah, that's why my grammar's so bad, and I can't remember my lefts and right these days. Okay.
Well,
so yeah.
Alright, this is my last story. Well, not actually my last story, but
Yeah, it's the last one. We actually know the full story of.
yeah. So anyway, so when I was like 4, I had this playset thingy. There was like a tube I could climb through, but instead I liked to climb on top of it, and I liked climbing on top of it, and so I slipped. I hit my elbow, and I was 4, and I thought Band-Aids were a magical thing that could heal anything. So I ran aside, screaming, "I need a Band-Aid!" at the top of my lungs. And my parents were like, "Yeah, we're taking you to the ER." So this was like when we moved, and I didn't know Jody yet.
Yeah, bro, I was way young. Me and him are like just a month apart.
Yeah. So yeah, and
I was in head.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was in Head Start.
And so
It's just a place for 4-year-olds.
yeah. And so and I got to I was like on the car trip. I just fell asleep because I was like, I like got knocked out or something. I don't know. And when I woke up, I was in a plane, and I'm talking a plane.
Like
I was
a
flying
Cessna? A Cessna? Like was it small
a
or
hospital jet. And so I was flying to Wichita. I live in Oklahoma.
And that's all the way in Kansas.
No.
Yeah.
Wichita, I don't know. So yeah,
That's its capital.
No.
Yeah, it is. Search
I
it
don't
up.
know. I don't know, bro. Okay.
We can see after.
Okay. So, yeah, I was like, heck no, and I fell asleep again. And when I woke up, I had a cast on I had pins in my arm, and that's why I have 3 little scars on my arm, my left arm.
Yes.
So yeah, I had pins in my arm, and I had to stay there 2 nights. And I got to visit, and my family and friends visited me, and I got to play my Nintendo with my family and friends. It was kind of hard to play Mario Kart though, because my arm, I couldn't use it. And yeah, it was a sad story because I couldn't play Nintendo for a month after I got out the hospital.
Okay. So now he's done with his stories. Am I at my last one?
Last one? Alright, say your last story.
Okay. So, coming back from a pool party, just having an enjoying time, about to go eat my hot fries. I'm like, a house away because I was like, my mom prepared hot fries for me. Bought hot fries because she told me before. And I was ready to eat on my hot fries when I get home. They're a type of hot chips.
Yeah, hot fries, they're just hot Cheetos.
Yeah, but like
not as spicy.
Yeah, not as spicy, but they're good.
Yeah.
And we have neighbors that own a pit bull.
Yeah, I remember the story.
And that pit bull was mean.
And that pit bull was mean. I've been biking past it a few times when I come to your house. Like, that pit bull barks at me. He's like,
yeah, he barks like autistic. And the pit bull was out of its cage because the owner was outside. And right when I went past their house, the pit bull went running up right to my leg.
dang!
Bit me in the thick part of my leg, and I tripped and I hit my head hard on the concrete.
So that pit bull.
But I did not. I did not fall asleep after the hit on concrete. I just what is it? I had a very bad, severe headache, and that instead of I just feel pain and blood rushing to it. It feels like that one spot is in heck right now. And
Joe, you can say the actual word. It's not a bad word unless you're using it in it felt like hell.
Yeah, it felt like hell. And don't say the word in church. It felt like hell. And okay, so the owner caught the pit bull, and the owner caught the pit bull. The owner actually threw the pit bull inside, not pushed it inside. It swung it inside.
Dang.
And the pit bull it had an injured leg from that, but the owner did not care because that pit bull was mean. And the owner actually helped me walk back to my house because my leg, it's limp and I can barely feel my leg. And
He's got a hole in his leg from that pit bull.
Bite marks.
Yeah, bite marks.
Bite marks. And so the owner helped me home. The owner was actually pretty nice. It's just that I just don't know why the pit bull was mean. But the owner was actually nice. It was a friend of my mom's.
Yeah.
And they took me back home. My mom said what happened. The owner talked to my mom. My mom didn't my mom didn't wasn't mad at her or him. Wasn't mad at him. And so because he knew he was an accident. She knew he was an accident. So my mom wasn't mad at him. So so next day the owner actually bought me a second bag of chips, and I hugged him for that because I love hot fries.
Yeah, he said hot fries at it.
And that was the last story. Can I say bye at the
No.
end? You say the outro, and then I say bye.
No, guess what? Because I have a bonus story.
No.
It's a short one. So my
Okay,
brother,
wait.
my little brother.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah.
That's the end for my stories. Now it's just his
A
bonus story.
bonus story. It's not from my injury, but from a family member named Fletcher. He's my little brother.
Yes.
So
The very one that keeps hurting me for no reason too.
so anyway, so yeah, and he was like 4, and we were at a grandparents. He was running around, and our grandparents had this huge coffee table in the middle of the living room. He liked to run around it. And
I've been to his grandparents. When was it? When we went to that trampoline.
Yeah,
park?
it's fine.
Yeah,
so,
I've been there.
Yeah, and so yeah, we were.
I know what it looks like.
We were like out, we were playing tag or something in the house, and my brother was running around the coffee table, and he slipped and he hit one of the edges. Like his cheek hit one of the edges, and he cut his cheek open. Not his butt cheek. All right.
Like his cheek on his face.
Yeah, not that other cheeks. So yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, and we were like, oh shoot, and we took him into the bathroom to wash his lip off. Not his lip. Why do I keep thinking of why do I almost say lip all the time? His cheek off, get water, and so
I turned into an eagle.
And so yeah, he needed a stitch in it, but my dad was just like, nah. And they didn't put him a stitch because it was 4. He would rip that thing out faster than the speed of light.
Oh, I thought you would do.
Anyway, so yeah, that's it.
No.
Bye.
No.
Thank you for watching it, and make sure.
Can I eat the mic at the end?
Fine. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you go down in the link and join me Discord. Bye.
Special word. Oh.